Hi friends, this is my fourth video about the story of the ancient Greek philosophy. Okay, I want to insist on a point. If we analyze the second period of pre-Socratic philosophy, we will find some important divisions. For example, the opposition between immobility and movement. It has great importance and will be essential for the development of the classical philosophers such as Plato. But before continuing, I need to talk something about the meaning of movement. For the ancient Greeks, it is something more than we understand these days. Okay? For us, movement is the displacement of an object X, for example, from a point A to a point B. The ancient Greeks understood movement more as a qualitative change. For example, when the seed becomes a flower or fruit, it is also a movement. There is a unity in the middle of the diversity of the things. How can we find it? Maybe it's the most important question that the born philosophy needs to answer, after all. How we can capture some meaning, some fixed concepts to think in the flux incessant of the things in nature. And now we can think in Heraclitus, the more representative philosopher, the more representative name of the school of mobility, and who is also of great importance to development of the dialectical thought. For him, things are in perpetual motion. We cannot bat in the same river twice because the water is not the same, and we would change as well. And there is opposition in the nature of the things themselves. There is an opposition, a contradiction in the nature of the things themselves, and being and not being. The contradiction in the things is between the being and the not being. Tá? The humidity stays dry, the hat gets cold, etc. The things change all the time. But for the school of Eleia, the thing doesn't happen like this. The understanding of natures require the becomes can't be more essential than the being. Can't be more essential. Okay? The being is more important than the becomes. Of course that we can observe the movement of the things all the time. Parmenides could agree, the great philosopher from the Eleatic school, Parmenides. But for him, there is two ways to understanding the nature. The way from opinion, doxa, or the way of the truth, aletheia, or knowledge, episteme. These words, I don't know exactly the pronunciation in Greek, okay? But the most important is, remember, doxa is opinion, truth is aletheia, and knowledge, episteme. Okay, therefore, to build a real knowledge of the world, we must leave the opinion of our sense that show us the change of things and concentrate only in that our reason say to us about what is the being. And first, the being can't be not being. The being is and the not being isn't. The being is like an sphere that's perfect volume without beginning or end, indivisible, eternal, and continuous. Okay? But how can we decide this? Decide against the school of movement or the school of the immobility? Okay, maybe the best thing to do is follow the development of the philosophy Greek with the sophists Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Not to respond, but perhaps to be more attentive to a problem that persists to this day. And I want to invite you to hear me in the next video. Bye. See you.